Editor's note: yesterday, Jerome Powell gave his first press conference as Federal Reserve Chair. While much of Wall Street is focused on his interest rates commentary, Money Morning Capital Wave strategist Shah Gilani wants you to know they're way off the mark. In fact, the Powell's most important comments weren't about interest rates at all. The Dow Jones today projected a 300-point loss in pre-market trading as trade relations between China and the United States continue to deteriorate. Today, U.S. President Donald Trump is slated to make a major announcement on additional tariffs targeting Chinese imports. China, hinting at strong retaliation, formerly accused the United States of promoting an abusive trade policy. The market has trended downward for much of the week. However, Money Morning liquidity specialist Lee Adler is seeing tremendous profit opportunity, especially in gold. Check out his 4 unique profit plays here. Here are the numbers from Wednesday for the Dow, S&P 500, and Nasdaq Index. Previous close point change percentage change: Dow Jones 2,4682 minus 44.96 minus 0.18%, S&P 500 2711.93 minus 5.01 minus 0.18%, Nasdaq 7345.29 minus 19.02 minus 0.26%. Now here's a closer look at today's most important market events and stocks, plus Thursday's economic calendar. It only takes 10 minutes a week to double your way to $1 million. This strategy doesn't require any special training, yet it could potentially put $1 million in your bank account faster and easier than you ever dreamed. The top stock market stories for Thursday. Today, President Trump will announce new tariffs aimed at tackling China's possible theft of American intellectual property. Though the new restrictions will not focus on Chinese capital flows or student visas, the administration will aim to put new tariffs on about $60 billion in Chinese goods. The White House said yesterday that the tariffs are in response to an investigation into China's state-led, market-distorting efforts to force, pressure, and steal U.S. technologies and intellectual property. Investors are digesting the Fed's decision to raise interest rates for the first time in 2018. The central bank hiked rates by 25 basis points, a target that was expected by mainstream economists. Fed Chair Jerome Powell issued a bullish outlook on the U.S. economy and hiked the central bank's GDP outlook for 2018 to 2.7% from 2.5%. Powell did say that ongoing trade policy in Washington remains a key concern for central bank officials, but not enough yet to alter their outlook for the U.S. economy. The Fed is likely to raise interest rates 3 times this year. Crude oil prices ticked lower despite a surprise drawdown in U.S. crude inventory levels. The Energy Information Administration reported that U.S. inventory levels fell by 2.6 million barrels while U.S. crude production topped 10.4 million barrels last week. Rising production raises concerns about a supply-demand imbalance around the globe. The WTI crude oil price today fell 0.4%. Brent crude dipped 0.4%. Gold prices rose to $1,329 per ounce after the Fed Chair Powell announced the hike on U.S. interest rates. Powell said that the Fed was poised to raise rates 3 times this year, and not 4 times as many economists had expected. Meanwhile, markets are still monitoring a string of geopolitical concerns around the globe, ranging from U.S. trade policy to Iran's consideration of a nuclear weapons program. 3 stocks to watch today. FB, 5, NKE. Mark Zuckerberg has apologized for the ongoing scandal plaguing Facebook Incorporated. Nasdaq, FB. The CEO discussed the significant breach of consumer data by Cambridge Analytica, which exposed information of 50 million users. Facebook stock has plunged in recent days, and calls have intensified for Zuckerberg to testify before Congress. In company statements released Wednesday, Facebook executives outlined new actions it will take to ensure the safety of customer data in the future. FB stock is up 3% Thursday. Shares of 5 Below Incorporated, Nasdaq, 5, popped more than 1% after the firm beat Wall Street earnings expectations for the fourth quarter. The firm also topped analysts' expectations with its Q1 forecast. The firm reported earnings per share, EPS, of $1.18 on top of $504.3 million in revenue. Analysts projected EPS of $1.17 on top of $501.5 million. Shares of Nike Incorporated, NYSE, NKE, are front and center among a busy day of earnings reports. Nike has topped earnings expectations for the past 6 quarters. However, this quarter Wall Street expects a year-over-year quarterly EPS decline by 23.5%, to 52 cents. Revenue expectations are set for $8.83 billion. Look for additional earnings reports from Micron Technology Incorporated, Nasdaq, MU, Carnival Corporation, NYSE, CCL, Darden Restaurants Incorporated, NYSE, DERI, Accenture plc, NYSE, ACN, Conagra Brands Incorporated, NYSE, CAG, KB Home, NYSE, KBH, Cintas Corporation, Nasdaq, CTAS, Cato Corporation, Nasdaq, Cato, and Lanson Incorporated, Nasdaq, LA. Thursday's U.S. economic calendar, all times EDT. Jobless claims at 8:30 a.m. FHFA House Price Index at 9 a.m. PMI Composite Flash at 9:45 a.m. Bloomberg Consumer Comfort Index at 9:45 a.m. Leading indicators at 10 a.m. A natural gas report at 10:30 a.m. Kansas City Fed Manufacturing Index at 11 a.m. 3-month bill announcement at 11 a.m. 6-month bill announcement at 11 a.m. 52-week bill announcement at 11 a.m. 2-year FRN note announcement at 11 a.m. 2-year note announcement at 11 a.m. 5-year note announcement at 11 a.m. 7-year note announcement at 11 a.m. 10-year tips auction at 1 p.m. Fed balance sheet at 4:30 p.m. Money supply at 4:30 p.m. Get on the path to greater wealth. When it comes to making money in the market, getting in early, before a stock begins to make its decisive move, is the single biggest factor to your success as an investor. That's why we've introduced Money Morning Profit Alerts. This new, free service lets you choose what investing areas you want to follow, and makes sure you get alerted to news from that sector as soon as we publish it. It's easy to get started, just go here. Follow Money Morning on Twitter at Money Morning, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Join the conversation. Click here to jump to comments.